Lynch, a big win on Saturday night over the Thunder and another 2 points in the league standings.
Yeah, it's important we keep picking up these points as we go. We're getting close to we're getting into the business end now, so points are important every weekend, every game we play.
Before the game, I heard you in the room. You were saying to the team that the team goal was 0 goals against. The boys done that. Happy with that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm happy with the result. Happy with the performance. Happy with the clean sheet as well. Yeah, we did say before the game we didn't want it to turn into a point night. We want to keep guys to play in the right way. We wanted to make sure they were looking after the defensive side of the game first, and I think for the majority we did that. We gave up a couple of 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s, which you probably shouldn't be doing against Kilmarnock. But apart from that, it was a good all-round performance.
So what was your overall view? I thought, a good start, was it? And then the second period wasn't it the best?
Oh, you know what? Credit to Kilmarnock, that young team. They didn't give up. They're struggling a little bit, but they kept going right to the end. Their goalies made some big saves right throughout the game. The scoreline could have been bigger, on another night. But a good first period, going in 5-0. A little bit lacklustre in the second, but there was a lot of penalties and stuff in the second period. Third period, we got back to work and finished the job off.
And big Chris Phillips, he hit another double there. That's, I think, 4 in 2 weeks there. I think that maybe after that message you posted up there last week, maybe got him going.
I don't write those messages. I don't know who does. No, Philly's been playing good for us all season long. He's just not been scoring that much, and we've kind of given Philly. Chad and I gave him a sort of a job to do, centre on the third line, and we asked him to be solid defensively first and foremost. And he has been all season long. But no, it's been good to see him chip in with a couple of goals in the last couple of games.
And it was also good to see Titch getting his first shot out of the season. I think said on the sheet that he faced 34 shots. I'm not sure if that was right, but either way, at the end of the day, it was a shutout, and that was good to see.
The game sheet said Kilmarnock had 21 shots in the third period. I don't know where that number came from, but yeah, no, good for him. Good for him. Titch has been patient all year. He's not maybe got in the net as much as he would have liked because Ben's been having a really solid season. But we know Titch is a dependable goalie, and any time we put him in there, we don't have to worry.
And Isaac, he was back up this weekend. Obviously, Ricky was unavailable, but it's been great having him there. I spoke to Chad when you were not here the other week there, but it's been great having Isaac back, and he just kind of slips back in there, didn't he?
Definitely, yeah. It's like he'd never been away when he turned up for the first practice, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's a popular guy in the dressing room. He's a leader in the dressing room. He's a funny guy. He's well liked by everybody. It's been good to have him around. That won't be the last time we see him this year. I could guarantee that. But it's great to have him, to be able to call upon him when we've got the need.
So this Saturday coming, we're on our travels again down to North Ayr. We always say this, but it is a rink that we never seem to come away with a convincing win down there. But again, it's another massive game, isn't it?
Again, let's not take anything away from North Ayr. They're an improving young team. When you think to where they were a couple of years ago, where they are now, they've made massive strides. But yeah, you're right. It's a game where we never seem to get out of first gear. We always seem to make life, well, not always, but we regularly seem to make life difficult for ourselves. But like we keep saying, we've got a different team this year, a different mentality this year, and we know what's at stake now as we get to the end of the season, and we'll be going down there to make sure we put in a good performance and hopefully come away with a good win and a convincing win, and like I say, keep putting the points in the bag.
And I was looking at the fixtures coming up, Lynch. I think after this weekend, I think we've got about 10 games in 4 weeks over that kind of February period. That's obviously going to have a big say on the league where it's going to go as well, and also there's a Scottish Cup semi-final, 2 legs thrown in there as well. It's going to be a big period, that.
To be honest, I prefer it that way. I don't like this. You play one game one weekend, one game the next weekend, then you get a weekend off, and I think it's better when the games come thick and fast. I think the guys are probably more engaged. When there's a big run of games or an important run of games. I think it benefits us, in all honesty. Listen, bring it on. We know to win the league we've got to play 32 league games. How and when we play them is irrelevant, really. We've got to play them when the fixture list says we've got to play them, and we'll be going out to prepare for every game properly and hopefully keep winning hockey games.
And you and the boys, you'll be hoping, the fans just keep coming. Lindsay, I don't know how many times we say this, but another Saturday night again was just another incredible crowd.
I know. 2,250 people. It's you got to pinch yourself sometimes. It's like, especially, let's be honest, Kilmarnock aren't the biggest draw in the league, and to have that number of people come out and watch us play is fantastic. And we said at the start of the season when we were sitting here talking about it, we said we imagine the average will go over 2,000 as the season goes on, and I think it's been 2,000 or thereabout or more for the last 6 games now. Unbelievable, little club in the SNL.
And I think the thing is as well, and we speak about the games over Christmas. They're always well supported anyway. But I think the fact that we're now into the middle of January and we are still getting over 2,000 fans,
Didn't the same happen last year though? After the sort of Christmas and New Year games, that the average attendance probably picked up by 200-300 last year. It probably went from, I think it probably went from about 1,400-1,500 to 1,700-1,800 this time last year. Now it looks like we've kicked on again, and yeah, it's great to see.
Long way to continue. Well, listen, all the best on Saturday, and we'll catch up again next week.
Okay, cheers.
Conor, it was a big win on Saturday night against your former team, Kilmarnock. It must be tough for you, seeing a team that you grew up playing with, and through the junior system then into senior. It must be tough seeing them kind of struggling this season.
Yeah, you never want to see anyone get beaten that badly. I think you always want close games in our league, and it's definitely difficult to see, but I'm sure they'll be back on their feet before we know it.
And that's it. One thing they do deserve, I think Saturday's night showed that as well. They deserve a lot of credit. They keep battling away, and I think every week, although maybe the scorelines are going against them, they keep battling away, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they've got some good juniors coming through, so I'm sure with a few more years to develop, they're going to be just fine.
And personally for you, it was a 5-point game, 4 goals and an assist, and you also got man of the match. Happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. It was good performance. It was good crowd as well, and I was able to put a few past them, so I was happy with that.
And you're on a good run now. I think it was 5 points the week before up in Aberdeen, and then obviously 5 points there. We're getting 5 points this week in North there.
No, I don't think you can say that for certain, but I think our line's definitely clicking just now, so as long as we can keep clicking, I'm sure the goals will keep coming.
And what was your overall view of the game on Saturday?
Well, I think in a game like that, it's just it's a good opportunity to ice your full bench when the score starts to go like that. So it was good to see a couple of the young boys kind of taking on some more responsibility than they were used to, and just trying to stay in the game ourselves and just do all the right things.
As I just said there, we're down to North Ayr this weekend. It's always a tough place to go, but it's a game that we can't afford to slip up, and we need to go there and get that job done, don't we?
Yeah, really important for us getting to the business end of the season, so can't afford any slip ups just now. I'm sure as long as we play the way we can play, then I think we're going to be just fine.
In all the recent interviews I've done, Conor, it's I've been mentioning these incredible Caps fans. I think another 2,000 plus in the building there on Saturday night. That followed on for the sellout at Hogmanay Hockey as well. But how special is it for you boys, to be playing in, especially the level that we're playing at as well, David? To see these crowds week in, week out.
So special. It's so great to play in front of it every week. I look forward to it every week, and it's something that I don't think I've ever played in front of a crowd that's as big as Edinburgh before. So that becoming the norm every week this season, it's been weird, but I could definitely get used to it.
So we've got a kind of crazy period of games coming up. I think after this weekend, I was saying to Lynch earlier on, I think we've got 10 games in 4 weeks, which is mad. But is it just a matter of taking one at a time?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely going to be a heavy schedule, especially with Rockets Scottish Cup mixed in there as well. So I think if we just take it one game at a time and do what Lynchy tells us, then we should be all right.
So the first time we spoke, it was very early on in the season. You hadn't long came into the club, but we're now more than halfway through. Just how much you enjoyed it this season?
Oh, it's been great fun so far. It's been everything I was expecting and better. Playing in front of the Caps fans every week, it's been great. Great teammates, great coaches. Really enjoying it.
Brilliant. Well, listen, all the best on Saturday, Conor, and we'll hopefully catch you before the end of the season.
Thank you.